Yeah, record notes, right? Yeah, right, 2 and 4 on the hi-hat, right? Yeah, and really slow it down. You always forget the accident triple exercise that we did, like. See what I did? Remember this? And then move over one. Yeah. And then. And then. Then, you get all that happening, you start to get free with the stuff, where you just come up with the stuff on your own. You're on your way to making fills like starts like that, or at a crash. Take it slow, right? One step at a time. You ever have a problem with it? Slow it down. So there you go with that. Yeah. Sounds good there, yeah? Yeah. Cool. So you start simple, like when you do your fills, you can just start doing them on that snare only. The accents I'm talking about, right? Exactly, and there's your fill. Now remember, the bass drum is not a rule. It's not a rule that you play the bass drum. We're doing it here to make sure that you can, because it's independence that you're working on, developing. But if you're doing the fill, you don't need to always go. You can, but it's not a rule. Of course, you can get it. Right? You don't always go. But by all means, don't avoid it. Make sure that you can play everything. Quarter notes, and for that matter, if you want to go further with the hi-hat pedal on 2 and 4. Yeah. 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 It'll get better and better, more consistent and more precise the more you do them, right? Take it. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Remember the style that you're doing, though. Remember the style. Are you doing these as 8-note triplets or something else? Are you doing these as 8-note triplets or
triplets?
So like 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So this would be most suitable in, say, a triplet-based groove.
Yeah.
Like the rock kind of shuffle thing, like.
Just like that.
Yeah. But see, that's a different style again. What is that called? What type of instrument is that?
Well, I was doing 6/8.
Yeah, 6/8 or 12/8. I mean, yeah.
12/8. But you can see the triplet things is just like 8 notes.
But it's gonna come out there. Like. That works, but that's only if you're like really building up and doing crazy stuff. It's usually simpler, like. See what I mean? You're not gonna always go. You know what I mean? You're not gonna always be doing that, but you can do that later on when you're building up. But remember, start with the simplest. Keep it simple. You know? So, if you want to work on these fills, I would first work on them in a shuffle with a shuffle groove, right? Like this. do whatever you want. Just make sure it stays the same. A common one is pinch with the beginning of the back. A common one is this. That's fine, but a nice one is.
What is it?
Without the ghost notes. Without the ghost notes. Or any variation thereof, like. Yeah, that's one way. Yeah, that's one. Yeah. Or I think it's 149 or 147. It goes. And then you got the ghost notes. Then I'll do it slow. So you want to get used to this for the ghost note pattern. You want to get used to this. You want to get used to this pattern. Get used to this. 1, 2, 3, 4. See what I'm doing? But it's, yeah, first get used to this pattern going this way in relation to the beat, which is this. Bring in the 2 and a 4. Make sure that this is straight out. You're not playing straight edge. Yeah, so you're going to get used to this. Get used to it. Get used to it. The ghost note. The ball here. Let's do it slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're filling in the spaces with the ghost notes, okay? But this is something to get used to. If you did it all loud, it'd be. When I was first learning this stuff, I really got into this one. Triplets going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
That's kind of like that. Instead of the other note with the bass drum, like.
Well, you're right about that because we got this. See, we're getting 3 thing going, don't we?
And then it's like.
Yeah, but yeah. So let's start on the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And you can do a shuffle. But
which one's on which? Is it like?
It's. They're both doing it. The bass drum is doing it as.
Oh, it's the bass drum.
And the snare drum's on the opposite side of it, going like this. They're on opposite sides of it. Right here's the bass drum. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's the snare. 2, 3, 4. The snare comes together with the right hand on 2 and 4, and the bass comes together with the right hand on 1 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Yeah, it's just something to get used to. Now, I'm not saying use it as a beat all the time, you know. But you can use it as variation. It's just good to have that down. Also, have it down with shuffle too. A good song, you'll like the song too, that has playing like this is a song by Wolfmother. I forgot what it's called, but it's really cool and it has this kind of beat in it. And then it has this beat, which we'll get into later, which goes. That's just all thing in your hands. Go sing everything on the left except 2 and 4 doing this. Watch, doing this.
Well, what's your speed?
That's not an ASO stuff. Now you're doing.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You're doing one hand. But what I'm talking about, this is now.
I gotta leave pretty soon.
But it's just the same thing if you do this. Yeah, you got 10 inch. The left hand catches it, right? Yeah.
Is it?
Well, whatever. You can do different bass patterns, but the hands do this. Do like do the same things that was in lesson 4, like exercise 15, and then right, and then
Actually, the ones in the book where you hit the stairs right and you like.
what are you doing? It's right.
Oh, you're talking about.
If you, there's gonna be a point when you do it so fast
Oh, yeah,
that you have to do
triple.
alternate. Right. Yeah, right. That's what I was saying. Take it like you do the exercise 15, right? You know, do that first, and then 1 and 3, and then 1, and then 3, and like this. So now it goes to 17, and then 18, and then 19, 20, 21. Stuff like that. This is for playing fast. Where the triples are too fast to do with one hand, right? Otherwise, you can go. But if you go, it's gonna be hard to do that, right? All right. And then the other thing that's really fast. We'll get back into this later. Is where you're doing alternating hands. But you're keeping one hand on the snare, and you're only bringing out 2 and 4. So it sounds like this. Here are the hands. Right hand on the bell, do this.
Not like that.
No, the bass drum now is more going with the right hand like this. So it's this. Right, but the left hand is always going like those notes, like this.
Okay.
Yeah. You just gotta be able to bring out that 2 and 4. Yeah, well, that's a lot of stuff, but it sounds good, the stuff you're doing. And I guess you gotta go.
Yeah.
Well, you're in all kinds of stuff. I'm glad you're keeping this up, and it's a way to stay with it.